We discovered Palm Canyon Road in 2024 when we went there for Christmas. Christmas? Well, when I was growing up, we actually went to Death Valley for Christmas, and it was wonderful. I know, in spite of the broken down truck, I remember having a great time. Desert camping in 2024 was a lot more comfortable, as you can imagine. We had a great site, beautiful surroundings, lots of new equipment to try out, and we went on some wonderful drives and even a hike, which, if you know me, just hang on, I actually made it. Even by a wildlife refuge, we really didn't see any wildlife. Just some javelina footprints when they stole, but didn't eat, my fire-baked potatoes. We enjoyed Christmas so much we went back in February. This time we took our FJ so that we could go off-road and bang around without scratching the car, which I didn't want to do with the Land Cruiser. Here's a quick panoramic view of our site. I'm new to drones, so if you get seasick, it's my fault. One of the cool spots in our site was this carving of 3 circles in the ground, clearly mechanically made, but not clear by whom or when, or even really how. I think they're related to the more well-known spiral labyrinth, which is down towards the end of the road as you're getting close to the KOFA wilderness. Here's a drive up Palm Canyon Road. As you can see, it's fairly smooth. At this time, I think they had just graded the road, but it varies a lot, and it can be pretty washboardy. Further, when they have monsoons, they actually wash out parts of the road, so you need to watch out for washouts. I know, sorry. Camping's only allowed in a few spots within the refuge, and all of them are close to the road. If it's not obviously a site, don't camp there. Here's the view looking west from the Palm Canyon trailhead. Native palms are rare in Arizona, and this hike is a great way to see some. It's only about a mile long, and even in my poor physical shape, I was able to get up there and back. You'll know when you've gotten to the palms because there's a sign pointing to them. They're actually nestled in a slot canyon across the way. Hang on. There. See? Very pretty. About 3 miles in the Palm Canyon Road, you'll see a trail cut off to the left. That goes up into Queen Canyon and is how you get to the popular Skull Rock. If you're not familiar with off-road lingo, here's how it works. A road is a dirt road, and a trail is something like this, and it can be this rough or a whole lot rougher. There are rating systems. Under most of them, I think this would be rated as easy, and it was, but we did have a few places where we had to slow down a little bit here and there, but then we're new at this. People generally drive trucks, SUVs like Jeeps, or side-by-side vehicles on roads like this. We encountered a little bit of everything on this day, starting with these 2 Jeeps and going on to, well, hang on and I'll show you. We came across a few hikers, which kind of made sense. It's a pretty easy path to walk on as long as you don't get hit by a vehicle. But the bicyclists did surprise me. This looked like it would be very, very difficult. And I think those bikes were simply one speed. It turns out that speed must have been fast because they actually caught up with us at Skull Rock. We were driving between 5 and at least 10 miles an hour. Earlier I mentioned side-by-sides. These purpose-built off-road vehicles are loud, fast, dusty, and generally easy to spot with those flags they have waving. These two guys were really nice. You've no doubt guessed what Skull Rock looks like. This is one we saw at Joshua Tree, and this is the one that's out on Queen Canyon Road. It's a little creepy, quite honestly. Looks like it's been used for years and years and years as a shelter, just judging from all the black on the ceiling and all the rocks people have filled in. The view from it is absolutely amazing, but I think I'd rather camp outside. Because outside, the views are absolutely gorgeous. Lots and lots of these jagged rocks, and quite a lot of greenery, which, you know, in the desert, it's pretty nice to have. Continue on to the end of the road and you'll find this sign that says, "It's closed to motorized vehicles to protect our wilderness values," which seems odd grammatically, but you get the point. I mentioned hikers earlier, and here are a couple of them that we came across. There were several groups along the way. Almost inspired to get outside and get more exercise. To be continued. I did get outside to shoot this video of Fred as he's practicing driving the FJ on a little more rugged terrain than what we're used to seeing in town. It's surprising how unnerving it is to go over something that's really not that steep. You're just not used to doing it. And see, watch, bump, bump, bump. Bump, there you go, bump, bump, bump. We're loving it.